Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Shitposting in Hell podcast. Pull up by the fire. It's all around us. And come join us. I'm Liam.
I'm Kevin.
And I am Evan.
So we want to thank all our loyal fans on Spotify. The three of you out there have been doing great work, and we've noticed.
We really appreciate it, but there's something we've kind of run into.
We are broke.
We have no fucking money.
Yeah, I mean, OnlyFans is 50% more expensive in hell. It's part of the punishment.
OnlyFans is increasing, rent, prostitution, all that stuff. It's expensive down here, you know. Life is hard.
And child support is not cheap. So, to recuperate our losses, we have decided to make our podcast a little more ad-friendly. And so, we're introducing the all-new 15-minute block of ads.
Want a break from the ads? Too fucking bad. Here's a bunch more ads. Suck my dick.
Have you ever wanted to make your dick smaller?
Yes!
Well, have I got just the thing for you? We got Professor Pee-wee's Penis Smallifier right here. And with one pill, your penis will shrink in half for at least 7 hours, guaranteed.
But why would I want a smaller dick? Who in the world would want one of those?
Well, let's ask some of our fine test subjects.
Hi, I'm Evan from Shitposting in Hell, here to talk about the Penis Smallifier pill. Yes, I would love to have a small dick, because when I have a 4-inch dick, that's just simply too small for women to like, right? But it's not also... Fuck, I fucked it up. So I'll just restart the... Hi, I'm Evan from Shitposting in Hell, here to talk about the Penis Small Pill. Is it Smallifier?
I think I said small. I said.
This is why he has a little dick. Anyways, I think you should get our pill because say you have like an 8-inch dick. Your girl is lying to you about if she enjoys having sex with you. She doesn't. She never comes. She's lying about it. She doesn't. Anyways, having a smaller dick actually...
Hi, I'm Evan from Shitposting.
Fuck you, I'm Evan from Shitposting in Hell. I have a tiny dick. I have a 0-inch dick. In fact, I'm gonna make it even smaller. It's gonna go into my ass. It's gonna go into my mouth. And then it's gonna go into my ass because it's so fucking small. I'm gonna rip it off. I'm gonna throw it like a frisbee. It's gonna be like a little frisbee. It's gonna fucking come out. It's totally detachable. It's totally a mushroom.
My penis is so big it hits the bottom of the urinal. That's gross.
Hi, I'm Evan.
Cops have shot my dick off about 17 times every time I walk around the airport.
They think it's a shotgun, but I assure you, it's just my cock.
Just as powerful as a shotgun, but not a shotgun.
I'm Evan from Shitposting in Hell. And 4
Get the
inches
fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. We didn't invite you on here. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Now the police won't shoot you because they think you have a weapon in your pants. They'll just shoot you for various other reasons.
Having a small dick included. But that's not on us, that's on you. Anyways, buy our pill, idiot.
I'm Evan from Shitposting.
6.969 in stores now.
for $5 trillion. Call 111-111.
I'm Evan from Shitposting.
Okay, alright, so now we're gonna have to start a new ad. Okay, we gotta get it together. It's a little more controlled.
Have you ever been in this situation before?
Yeah.
You ever wanted to make a podcast with your friends? A chill place you can just hang out with and talk to your friends. It doesn't even have to get like any views. It's just like a place to talk and have a fun conversation with.
But podcasting is hard. Knowing what equipment to buy, what video editing software to use, I mean, it all seemed like it's too much sometimes. You ask, can I really make this happen? And the answer is no.
No.
So watch the Shitposting in Hell podcast, only on Spotify, YouTube, Anchor, and like everywhere else you can get podcasts.
Facebook. Excuse me.
We are professionals. Leave the work to us.
No, we're good at this shit posting. We're so good at this. So good at this.
Introducing the all-new NBC sitcom, The Boring Man.
I have to file a report by noon today, but my stapler's out of staples.
We will be following this random dude in an office around for 365 days, 24/7, at his house and his wife. We've hired a new wife who looks exactly like him, and not only that, but all his co-workers are exactly the same.
Why? How?
But just with actors.
He will never know what is real and what is false ever in his life again.
My son's been trying to call me, but I can't answer it because I'm scared it's another actor on the phone.
Go ahead and try to go on Minesweeper while you're doing your job. See what happens. We have your boss's number. Go ahead. Try to slack off. Try to jerk off.
But
Go
is
ahead.
your boss even real? Or is he an actor?
It's day 52. I found a broom closet. I don't think they found me here yet, but I mean I only
Here
get-
we see Liam in a broom closet
Oh,
jerking
God.
off by himself. What a fucking loser. Get out of there. Come here.
I haven't slept
And
in
comes
2
out of
weeks.
ceiling, starts grabbing you, pulling you by the neck.
No, please.
Just come here. We just want to take you back to the office. You've had longer than a
won't go back.
15-minute break. You know
won't go
that's not
back.
okay, Ryan.
won't go back.
You know that's not okay.
Come watch the exciting conclusion to The Boring Man, only on NBC.
I had to deal with this crap for 299 days, and I'm not gonna take it anymore. Either you let me out, or I kill myself, and the show ends.
Hey, it's me, Michael Scott. Applause, applause, applause. How, you wouldn't ever kill yourself, right?
You're
This
not
is
real.
a family-friendly
You're not
show.
real. You're
I'm
not
your
real.
boss.
You're
You can't
not
kill yourself.
real.
You're on company time.
Oh my god.
You're on company time. Don't you know that?
No.
You can't kill me.
I put
I'm
your-
God.
Your brain.
You're dead.
I can't. No. No, I know
Let's
I put
take this
shells in
away
here.
from you.
No.
Let's take this away.
How could this be
Get back on the
happening?
computer.
You have 66 more days.
Oh no. No.
The Boring Man, only on NBC.
Why? All right, that was good.
That was awesome.
That was
Pretty
solid.
good.
That
Okay,
was
that was
solid.
good. Now for the most shitposting one yet, the Kingdom Hearts groomer Donald. I wrote. Look what I fucking wrote. Kingdom Hearts groomer Donald.
All right, you start with like the title, and I'll lead in with adolescent Sora, and then we'll get Donald in there after a little bit.
The all-new adventure with Sora and the gang.
Yeah, I mean, I just got my driver's license. Apparently, I'm still under contract to keep doing these games. I mean, they don't even let you have smoke breaks, but I mean, I guess I just kind of have to do it until the contract comes out. So yeah, Keyblade, Door to Darkness, something, Line.
Kingdom Hearts 3.14. Sora, you gotta go and defeat the Heartless in the galaxy. And here's your team, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yeah, that's great. Can I get new shorts? These really don't fit me anymore.
Yep, you're gonna like the booty shorts, and you're gonna wear them for Donald.
I mean, I thought you guys talked to him about that. You can't keep doing this.
Yep, yep.
No, Donald, I said no.
Official translation of Donald Duck. You're gonna have to keep wearing the shorts, dude. I think it's just sexy. You know, I know your feet aren't that big, but just imagining them like as big, juicy, succulent toes. You know, it just.
Come follow Sora, Donald, Goofy, and Mickey throughout the galaxy with Marvel's greatest Avengers.
Why are we working with Guardians of the Galaxy? Jesus Christ, is there anything Disney doesn't own?
And now introducing the National Geographic DLC.
Oh my god, I have to fight rhinos? Aren't those endangered?
Not in this game.
Oh my god, these are real rhinos. These aren't heartless.
Oh, look at that! It's Homer and Marge from the Family Guys. Oh wait, no, it's from The Simpsons. Oops, sorry. We basically own everything, so like we might as well be from the Family Guy.
Kingdom Hearts 3.14, only available anywhere that Disney owns.
Which is everywhere, including your whole life.
When Breaking Bad ended, I was heartbroken. I had just gotten out of my third marriage, and Walter White and his wacky adventures were the only thing that kept me going. And when they ended, I thought I had no reason to live. I put the gun in my mouth and I pulled the trigger. But when that gun jammed, I realized there was still more to be told. I said, what character has the most empathy, the most unexplored depths of character that you just have to respect, that needs to be told? And my first thought was Todd. That's why, with collaboration with Netflix, we'll be introducing the new Todd Breaking Bad spin-off story. Know the history of our favorite white supremacist. What was he doing in between everyone's favorite episodes?
Here's a clip. I'm gonna shoot that kid. I'm gonna kill him.
No, you can't do that.
Nope, I'm gonna do it.
No.
Yeah, I got him. I killed him.
No, that's not science, bitch. That's not science, bitch.
That's sad. I killed him.
Hail Hitler.
Hail Hitler.
Jesus Christ. Shitposting in Hell does not associate with these views.
Or the Breaking Bad.
Only one member of the Shitposting in Hell podcast endorses those views.
Whoever guesses correctly wins a free iPad Nano.
Wins a free $2 Woodstock gift card.
For legal reasons, this is not true.
For legal reasons, it is true. Trust me, don't trust him.
For legal reasons, it may or may not be true.
For legal reasons, this is legal.
For legal reasons, she was 18. I swear to God.
Oh, Jesus.
Save that for episode 12 of the newest Todd spin-off show. Yes, he's a pedophile too now. What are you gonna do about it? You're gonna watch anyway.
Idiot. You fucking dumb shit.
We could put anything on
You'll
there.
watch any of this slop, you fucking loser.
Mike's Mailman's getting his next spin-off. You don't care.
You're gonna watch a show about Patrick from SpongeBob. Your brain is mush. Have you ever wanted to stop being a pedophile? Here's our solution.
Just kill yourself.
Just fucking kill yourself.
Do it.
Or become rich.
One of you.
One's easier than the other, and that's getting rich. Or so the socialists don't want you to know.
My son told me that people across America deserve health care. Back in my day, we didn't have to worry about giving poor and colored people health care. But now, that's all anyone talks about. How can I get my son to think like I do?
I lived in a car all my life on $7 an hour when I was working at McDonald's, okay? I'm just wondering why all these damn socialist crap hells want me to give $15 an hour so that people can survive in houses and pay for their families. That's kind of bullshit.
You know, I checked my mailbox today, and guess what? I saw $5 from Medicare. Actually, it was from Medi-Cal. Sorry, I don't understand the difference between them. Either ways, my disabled son, he's a veteran. He has AIDS. He's in a wheelchair. He literally has Alzheimer's, schizophrenia, PTSD, all that stuff. He got $5 from the government today. I told him, you know, he was a socialist, a communist. I basically took him to the San Francisco Golden Bridge. I threw him off with the wheelchair. I sold the wheelchair at a pawn shop for like $50, and then I donated it to our Turning Point USA just to counteract the government money, and then I burned the government money. And I'm just wondering, like, there must be a solution to like this socialism that's killing fucking everybody in my life.
If you don't have the strength to push your handicapped son to the Golden Gate Bridge, then there may just be a different solution for you.
Introducing the coal mines.
Yes, settled in the hottest, most miserable portion of West Virginia, we have found the last remaining coal mine on Earth. With equipment that has not been updated since the 1960s, your kids will be worked straight onto the political axis, that is. Just listen to these stunning testimonials.
I believed that socialism was the way, but now that I worked in the coal mines and I realize what it feels like to earn my money, now I know capitalism is the way.
I used to think marijuana was cool, but now that I've worked here, I've realized that smoking the coal, the fumes that come from the coal, is so much better. It's so much more healthy for you.
The beautiful thing about this camp is that the kids don't make $1 from the work they do. At the end of 12 weeks, they get a firm handshake and a degree in coal mining. Because that's the beauty of America. It's not about handouts. It's about giving them the opportunity. They have all kinds of opportunities. For instance, they may become infected with a new bat disease and make millions selling their antibodies. these are the types of opportunities that made America great.
Wait, I'm not getting paid? Then what the hell am I doing?
Gunshot noise.
Kidding me? Oh my god.
Sounds like someone needs an extra 2 weeks in the mine. Down you go. I'm lowering the rope now. Bye-bye. Please, go to...
He's turning into Donald Duck. Someone help him.
Yeah, turning to...
We've been sponsored by Disney. Disney bought us out.
Sponsored by Jeff Bezos. Fuck you.
Thank you for sitting with us through that ad block. They're all...
Want a break from the ads?
No!
Just kidding. Okay, so, all right. Before we actually have a serious discussion about whether aliens are real, so, okay, guys. If you could make your ideal alien, that would just be like a little guy that you could like walk around with, and like everyone's kind of okay with it. Everyone's like, oh yeah, that's Kevin's alien. Like, how would you make your alien?
All right. So if I was able to make an alien, right? And I could make it any way I want, right? I could make it look however I want, right?
Yeah, people are just like, oh, that's Evan's alien. And, like, everyone knows about it, It's
All
just
right.
like standard.
Let's see. I think I would want to make him look like a Smurf. But the terrible Sony live action Smurf. You see, I want to make him look like Papa Smurf, in fact. But instead of like it being clothes that he wears, like the red cap and whatnot, it's actually skin. And so he lives in agony because he wants to wear clothes so that he doesn't get dirty and everything like starts like breaking down. But I go, no, you must look like Papa Smurf so that I can say that Smurfs are real.
I would make my alien look like Smurfette so I could have sex with it.
Jesus.
That's a good idea. I'd make mine like Bowsette, Toadette, like all those sexy bitches,
I changed my mind. I would like mine to not be a Smurf. I want it to be Elmo from Sesame Street.
Personally, I would want mine to be Clifford the Big Red Dog, so like he could like put me in his mouth. Yeah. What about you guys?
But wait. Why does it specifically have to be an alien? Like you were pretty specific there. It has to be an alien.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't it just be like you have the power to like create something? Why specifically an alien? Are you suggesting that aliens are real, Kevin? That there's a possibility at least.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Okay.
Good segue. All right. So let's see. Aliens. The universe just simply is too big. Honestly.
So I just want to say, so we all think aliens exist?
Absolutely.
No,
Do you actually not think aliens exist?
I don't.
Why do you think they don't exist?
So, because it's something called the Fermi paradox. Life on Earth has been around for 4 billion years or so, 4 to 5 billion years. The universe has been around for 13 billion years. That leaves a gap of, like about 8 billion years, where, say, like, life existed on a galaxy near us, like, let's just say, like, in our local group, right? In the group of galaxies we're in, which includes, Andromeda, Milky Way, etc., right? Say it was, like, just one of those. It was 1 billion years ago. Think about 1 billion years added on to our, like, species. It's like us 1 billion years in the future. We can't even imagine that. And the thing is, like, if a species, assuming that it's similar to ours, which is kind of hard to say, right? Which is, a big issue.
Yeah.
They would have 1 billion extra years time on us, right, to develop and like be able to like space travel and do all that shit. So either life in general is so rare that doesn't happen, or it's so difficult to travel to any space planet, to just do like any like intergalactic travel in general that just hasn't been accomplished. Because if like a civilization existed 1 billion years before us, they should have been able to like harvest the power of the sun and shit, and like be able to like actually like travel around and stuff.
Well, you were
right?
saying
That'd be a logical
if they were in our
conclusion.
neighboring galaxy, but the universe is massive. What if there is life? It just happens to be on the literal other side of the universe.
Well, then we don't really know. And then it's like, it's aliens. If you can't come into contact with them, it's like, then it's just basically just like a religious belief.
Well,
they might be out there, but
I just
really
wanted
know.
to say, I just want to know our baseline. So we all, so me and Evan do think aliens exist. You don't think aliens exist.
I think it's, I guess I'm more agnostic about it. I'm not saying that they they don't exist, but since we don't have any proof of them, and that we're just saying on what we think might happen, I think it's hard to say. I won't say that they do exist, is what I believe.
But if you say that aliens don't exist, if they don't exist, that means Earth is the only planet in the entire universe that has life on it, and the universe is really big. Wouldn't that like have to prove the Christians right?
Well,
I mean, what other explanation could there be?
Well, not that. No, I'd say the solution. It comes back to the Fermi paradox, the idea that there's probably other life, other places. I mean, that's probably true, but just life unable to go anywhere else, right? Like there should be a planet out there where like the conditions are right for life, and life does happen to appear. It's just like there must be a reason why we haven't met them, you know? It's like, and there's a lot of reasons, and I guess one of it could be it's like the life just can't evolve to our like intelligent level. It's like too small of a chance, or it's just impossible to do space travel on a big scale. In that case, it's like, I don't know, they might be out there, but at that point, like, you can't say for sure that they exist if you haven't met them.
So you're not denying the idea of aliens existing. And in fact, you lean towards the probability that they actually do.
Yeah.
It's just that since we haven't seen them personally, and when there's no evidence that intergalactic space travel is possible, that because of that reason, why should we even care whether or not they exist? Because we never came into contact with them.
Yeah, basically.
Well, that's what I was going to bring up next. Some people do think aliens have come to Earth. A lot of people say that, actually. You know, people are always talking about the U.S. government has just declassified some alien files and shit like that. They're always saying stuff like that.
Yeah.
Some people say they've seen alien lights themselves. Some people say they've seen the aliens. Some people say they've seen the ship. Some people say they've been abducted. Some people say they've met the government agents coming to clean up from the aliens. And so it's like, I mean, so some people do think. So I guess this is more for me and Evan. You know, so do you think any aliens have visited or like flown above Earth?
I don't think that we have come into contact with aliens personally. I feel like if we had, it would have been a lot more disruptive. You know what I mean? Like, why are these small little incidents not like breaking headlines, even if the government is paying it off? When we have a whistleblower, like we have Edward Snowden with, the NSA and all that, with these other places that we would not.
Well, it has become progressively harder to be a whistleblower these days, quite frankly. You know, I mean, we don't see a lot of people like Snowden anymore.
But what if aliens landed in like Mozambique? Do you think like their government would be able to hide that? You think like it'd be like video footage?
I guess that is true.
Like, it's the idea that like all like alien movies, they always land in the United States.
Yeah, that is kind of an America-centric viewpoint. That is a good point. I mean, I guess that's what we always assume. Yeah, but
which of course we live here, so of course we think that they'd be here, right?
Yeah, but I don't think they've they've visited Earth just because. Well, I guess either you could, or that maybe they're so technologically advanced that they could actually visit Earth without people knowing. But I don't think anyone recently has been abducted by an alien, because someone, I don't remember where I read a long time ago, pointed out that you talk about abducting humans to study them, but realistically, that's not the way you would do it. How real scientists do stuff like that is that what aliens would do scientifically is that they would just capture like a group of humans like all at once and then just like breed them aboard their ship like we do with like rats. Yeah. Like we don't like go look for a rat
for like a single rat.
Yeah, we don't go looking for one whenever we want to do an experiment. We have like a batch of them that we can just pick from. So it's like the idea that there's like abducting like individuals.
Where do you think all the people from Heaven's Gate went?
They're on the asteroid. They're safe there, I think.
No, the asteroid is the spaceship. That is the alien life form. Whoever was the main guy that made him kill themselves, he was the alien.
Well,
you think about that?
Well, at least they're not getting experimented on because they're like their souls.
Yeah, it's just their souls. They're all right.
Yeah.
I don't know this.
Classic thing, just crazy cult. Halley's Comet is like the super rare comet that comes by like once every like 80 years, or like even like maybe like rare. They all thought that he convinced them that it's actually a spaceship, and if we all kill ourselves on this exact date when the comet's passing near Earth, our souls the comet's actually really an alien ship in disguise, and they were trying to reach out to us. So if we all kill ourselves on this exact date that the comet is coming by, we'll instantly be transported to the ship and hang out with the aliens, and it'll be really cool. And they actually did, they did the poison Kool-Aid, and they all killed themselves.
Isn't that the phrase drinking the
Kool-Aid
comes from?
I think several cults have actually done the poison Kool-Aid, but
Oh, really?
but that was they're one of the ones that did do that. And though I learned something, also famously they all wore the exact same brand and model of shoe. I think it was actually a Nike or something.
Light up Skechers.
It was the 90s, so I don't think they could. But yeah, they all wore the exact model of shoe, the same, which obviously that company discontinued after that happened. So you can buy them on eBay now for extremely high prices. Yeah, shoes taken from the dead members of this cult.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
That's
morbid, man.
Well, I mean, people collect shoes, right? Now, shoes that were exclusively worn by a death cult and then never made again, that's a huge up in the value.
Gosh, yeah, it's frightening.
Although, I think I remember with the Heaven's Gate, something really fucked up is that I saw a podcast that actually reached out to them. There are actually 2 members. Actually, they started with 5 members of the group that didn't die. Because they're someone has to be left alive on Earth to spread the message, keep the knowledge alive and shit. So from their perspective, right? They're actually really lucky, right? But from their perspective, imagine it's all right, we're all gonna go to heaven, but you don't get to go to heaven. You just stay here for the rest of your lives on this dirt ball, and try to get some more members or something. Just keep you're basically just there to keep people's memory of us around. Goodbye. Imagine how much that sucks. And they're just I think there's only 2 of them left now. They started with 5, and I think it's dwindled down to 2, which are a married couple. They answered, if they did an email interview, they emailed them some questions, the podcast I watched. They emailed them some questions, and they typed back their response. They seemed pretty dry, as you would imagine, probably pretty unplayful, very serious.
Yeah.
I think they're also the things that they're waiting for the asteroid to come back, but it's they have to live 120 for the asteroid to come back for them. So yeah, I'm geez, it's kind of strange, just being volunteered. Yep, you don't get to go to paradise. You got to go and tell people about our shit. Well, all of us go have a good time. From their perspective, that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'd be kind of messed up.
Yeah. And I think that's the negative idea behind aliens too, is that it leads to ideas like this, where there's higher life forms out there, therefore we must serve them, even though that we haven't seen them. We must serve them in order to, I don't know, what's the word? Ascend. Thank you.
Yeah.
And although I am a person that goes, there has to be aliens. It's just too big of a universe, and the fact that we exist only backs up the idea that we are possible elsewhere, especially when we're looking at other planets now to inhabit, because we fucked up the planet so badly that we have to actually look elsewhere. That if we can make it work somewhere else, then it has to be possible. It just has to be possible that there is other life forms out there.
The thing is, though, we probably can't make it work somewhere else. The nearest habitable galaxy, I'm sure, is tens of millions of light years away. The fucking Andromeda galaxy is 1 million light years away.
Well, that's why they're going to Mars.
And the thing is, we don't have anything that could travel at 1 million light years. Even then, it would take 1 million years to get there at the fastest possible speed. And it's can you even imagine that? 1 million year trip to somewhere you don't even know what's there. And it's if you're able to do there, that's quite crazy.
It's I would say that living on Mars would be impossible, but it's things that people have put a lot of money into it. We've actually reached the $1 billion investment mark, and it's just yeah, I don't think these companies that have all these analysts and shit, I don't think they would have put $1 billion into living on Mars if they didn't genuinely actually think it would be possible. So that kind of makes me think, yeah, it would be possible. And just
for some people, I guess
they
have a colony,
Yeah, well, it's just to Honestly, I never really thought about it before. But I mean, if there weren't any aliens out there, I think I'd have to. I think I said, as I said earlier, I think that would just kind of. It would have to be. There would have to be a god. I mean, how could something so random happen? If something only happens once in a jar the size of the universe, then that's more than randomness. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, I just don't think. Yeah, I just don't think that could happen if that really was true. Like I said, I don't think it. At least not yet. But you know, if research ever came out or something like someone was able to prove that there weren't aliens, then I mean, yeah, I think you're really kind of your options are limited.
I mean, if there were an infinite number of universes, then a scenario like this would have to happen. You know, there'd have to be like something.
Well, we're not even sure. We're not even sure about the infinite universes. You know.
Yeah, of course.
So
we don't know if there's aliens or. I mean, it's all hypothetical, really.
Yeah, I mean, that infinite universe thing would just be so dangerous. You know, I mean, it'd just be insane. I mean, how would something like that even begin to be managed? I mean, humanity would have to grow the fuck up before that to happen. We'd have to be like Star Trek, like literal utopian levels to even begin. And even then, maybe the weight of having that kind of interactability would like destroy us. Probably.
Like, life is hard enough. I don't want to think about multiple universes. Like, if that's real, like that's tough. You know, that's a lot to think about. I just want to like live and then die and then it's all good.
Oh man,
It would be an existential nightmare.
Well, I would just
It'd
think
be like
about
Death
it.
Stranding almost.
Well, I would just think about it from a material point of view. You know, there's a universe where like I'm the God Emperor of Earth, and nothing bad ever happens to me, and I have 100 wives, and nothing bad ever happens. You know, infinitely, that has to be there.
Sadly, that's me this time. That's me in this universe.
And in this universe, I'm stuck in hell with two bozos making a podcast.
But have you ever thought about like if like you're just walking around and you're like if I fell down the stairs right now, I might have like cracked my head open and then just died right there. Like,
Well-
what if there's a universe where I just like fucking died right
Well,
Yeah, no, I constantly think, and it's not like an anxiety thing or anything like that. I'm not afraid I'm going to die in my sleep. But I constantly think about the idea that I am lucky to wake up this morning because in some other universe, I probably died in my sleep. And I like to use that as a way to appreciate the life that I have, even though that sometimes I can go, man, this really sucks. This shit sucks.
Yeah. You know, the genius creator of Calvin and Hobbes, he once had a quote from the comic strip that was, I think, really quite good. About that. It's something like one of the characters goes, life could be a lot worse, and then to which the child responds, yeah, and life could be a hell of a lot better too. And it's like that's definitely always how it is. Always somewhere in the middle, kind of, and
I guess.
I've always felt that things could always be worse. I've never really thought that was a good argument, just because things can get worse. Things can be way, way worse, like infinitely. Like, I mean, if you want to play that game,
even in the worst place on earth,
like,
it can still get worse.
Yeah, I mean, even like if someone's in like the Holocaust or something, you could arguably make it even worse, but what's the point of that, right? That's pointless. There's no point thinking
There's no
like
need
that.
to compare suffering, It's
Yeah.
like, oh, well, why you care about Americans, like for Americans suffering or whatever? It's worse than like fucking Mozambique or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, why would you compare the things? They're both bad. Like,
Yeah.
sure, one is worse, but like it's a silly argument,
At that point, it's like an optimism versus pessimism type deal where I guess you could say I'm the optimistic version of this alternate reality debacle.
Yeah.
Where I'm grateful that I did not die in this universe and I have survived against my counterpart in an alternate universe. Whereas other people can go, man, this shit probably is worse than an alternate reality. Which I guess is another way to appreciate life in some sick sense.
But the problem, as it always comes back to, is that we're dealing with infinity, right? There are an infinite number of realities worse than our own, and there are an infinite number of realities that are better than our own. So in a way, it's 50-50. And by 50-50, I mean both sides are endless. There's an endless number of better and worse realities at the same time.
Basically.
And an infinite number of the same, too, if we're thinking about it.
Where it's like one where it's like, say, I just slapped Evan's leg right there, but I told you guys that I slapped Liam's, or the opposite happens.
Yeah, or or a universe where carbon doesn't exist.
Oh, just thinking about this is make my head start to spin. It's like,
what if there was a universe where Evan had like a large dick, or like wasn't?
I don't know. I'm thinking that might be one of the constants.
I feel like the universe wouldn't allow that, and I know there's like a lot of things like in Infinity, but I feel like that can't be in there. That can't be in there. It's like gravity, Yeah.
if there was an infinite universe where everything is possible, then does that mean that we've been fated in this universe to already do what we've been doing? We've led up to this point where we're stuck in hell doing a shitty podcast?
Someone I saw a post once that was like, in the infinite universe theory, there's a universe where the infinite universe theory isn't true. And then someone says, the infinite universe theory doesn't cover paradoxes. And someone responded, except in the universe where it does. But that's the problem with infinity. Infinity, it's just ridiculous. Infinity is just absurdity. And because of how infinity works, anything must be true. Yeah, anything.
Infinity caps at like 50 for me.
Yeah, like I don't believe
maybe
in that.
20 actually.
Like you can't I don't know. Is there anything more than like quadrillion? Like no one's ever even made up a number bigger than that.
Googleplex.
I think one is like fake. The max actually.
That's literally a fucking search engine, dude.
It's like,
what are you gonna go Bingoplex now? You're gonna fucking go Yahoo Asks.
Actually,
get the fuck out of here.
I think it goes like -1, 0, and 1. That's how many universes there are. 3.
I think there's 2 universes. One where I'm cool, and one where I'm really cool. And this is the one where I'm really cool.
There's a really good Futurama joke one time. Like they go to like the edge of the universe. It's like a tourist destination. Like, look at the other parallel universe. And then they look through like the goggles, and it's like them, but they're all like in cowboy gear. And it's like, are there any other universes? And they're like, no, it's just our universe and the cowboy universe. That's it. It's just those 2. He's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I guess this is better then.
Yeah, it's like I'd argue it's worse.
Okay.
Who doesn't want to be a cop?
Okay, what would be the smallest change to the universe that would make you go like, I prefer this one? What would be the very smallest change?
Tupac doesn't die.
Well, it just depends.
Do you want to stay in this universe because Tupac
No,
stayed
I don't
alive?
want to go to that one.
No, I'm thinking the opposite.
Oh, you're thinking the opposite?
Yeah, like something is like, there's a really small change where it's like, I don't want to go in this universe anymore. I'm glad I'm in this universe.
Diet Dr. Pepper tastes bad.
Diet Coke tastes better than Diet Pepsi.
You think like if it was that small of a change, you wouldn't want to go in that universe?
Absolutely not. Diet Coke is so fucking bad.
It? When you get used to it?
No.
Not after, unless I like subjected myself to it.
I'm conditioned to not like it. I'd literally have to have someone take it out of the bottle and put it in a cup for me to not notice that's Diet Coke.
If I was named Connor, I wouldn't do that.
Connor's a cool name. There are some famous people named Connor.
Or Jacob. I think Jacob is a bad one. I don't think that would
if
be
your
Jacob.
name was Jacob in this universe?
If my name was Jacob in a different universe, I would not go in that one.
Oh yeah.
The only name that would make me want to stay on my own if I was named Keith.
Okay.
I think for me, if a K got added to my name, I would not want to go to that universe.
How interesting.
Oh.
Evank?
He doesn't know.
Evank?
He doesn't know.
He
doesn't know.
That was good.
Vin?
Nevik?
Nevik?
Kenev.
Kevni? Kevna?
Speaking of the universe, what do you guys think about that whole simulation thing? Give that any credence?
What, like the universe sandbox game, or like what?
Just the idea that the universe is a
Oh, you meant the simulation. Oh, okay. My bad.
My favorite theory about the universe is that aliens do exist and they're watching us, but we're just like a zoo, and they're just like kind of watching, like,
I don't know.
Interesting.
I feel like
it's like
I
so
don't know,
lame.
just how could it be interesting, man? I don't know.
It's like we can't even like talk to them. They're just watching, and they're like,
Genocides
"You did a good
and
job
wars.
or a bad job."
Yeah,
You think they step in and be like, "Hey, guys, stop killing each
Well,
other,
no,
please."
because it's entertaining to them.
Maybe.
I think that the simulation theory doesn't really hold up, because I really doubt that I can, for instance, I can only confirm that I exist. unfortunately, I can only confirm that I exist. I know that I'm conscious. I cannot ever prove that you guys are conscious, right?
That's true. That's true. That's
That
a classic
you guys are
philosophical
real.
problem.
However, I think that if I were in a simulation, right, and you guys are simulated, and everything around us is a simulation, I doubt that you guys would even bring up such an idea, or even like join me in thinking that such an idea exists.
Well, I mean, I guess it just kind of depends on the reason the simulation is running. Like, either when we see it as entertainment, I mean, it's more like scientific. Like, they want to study how, like, nations rise and fall if certain conditions are present or something like that, you know? And it's like, you know, but I mean, I think it'd be fine with us thinking about it because they know that if there's like 8 billion people and you have them have somewhat free will, then someone would come up with the idea eventually, just as a matter of like numbers, right? But you also know that no one can do anything about it, right? So it's like it's not like the plan's going to get messed up.
It wouldn't matter if we're in a simulation or not anyway, because like we'd never be able to tell, so it's pointless. So it's like, who cares?
Unless we matrix ourselves out.
Yeah.
You want to get out of it?
Maybe.
Let's do it. Let's get out of the simulation. First, we got to get out of hell first.
That's true, and we can't. It's like the Dark Knight Rises, right? And we're in that dark area. You have to climb out to get out. Our backs are broken.
It's like Prometheus. Like our backs heal at the end of every 24 hours, and then an imp comes by and breaks our back again, and then it'll heal by the end of the day, and he comes and break it again. It's a whole thing.
It's like when you're trying to get out of bed in the morning, but you're too sleepy, so you go back to bed.
Except in our case, the bed is a bed of nails and coals.
And Satan gets to kiss me goodnight every night.
Have you ever like just got out of bed, you've been in your bed, you just had a raging hard on, and you're trying to jerk off, but it's just too hard to jerk off because it's the morning, so you just like beat the fuck out of your dick, like with a hammer or like a jackhammer or like with a ruler, like you stick it in there and then like you just start coming, but like it's just so painful that it's just like it's just like a little like it's a little like Play-Doh basically.
That's why you're in hell. I mean, on that topic, I have a situation for you guys to kind of give me an idea on the topic of a simulation, right? I want you to simulate a train heist, all right?
Okay.
But it's two guys that are really offended and actually are a part of like cancel culture. They're not canceled themselves, but they want to cancel anybody that they see as offensive, right? And they're doing this train heist, and they come across the engineer.
Okay. So we're trying to cancel the engineer?
So it's a train heist, and they like to cancel people, right?
Okay.
And let's just see what happens.
Okay. All right. Stop this train, Mr. Engineer.
Whoa, what do you want from me?
Stop the train. That's what we want.
Where
What's even on my train that you guys want?
we want to stop the oppression. Minorities built these railroad tracks, and yet they were paid almost nothing. They were buried alongside the track whenever they died. All trains themselves are inherently racist because they benefit from racist systems.
You know what you got in the cargo? You got the patriarchy, buddy.
What? No, the train helps everybody. It helps women, it helps minorities, it helps everybody.
Oh, it helps the women because you, the man, you, the straight, cis, white man, have to get to drive the train, and the women stay at home. And you have to take care of them financially. You know, that benefits you because you're internalized in the system of patriarchy that built this country.
No, my best friend is a woman engineer. What does this have to do with this heist?
So I mean, she's your friend. I noticed you didn't say colleague there. You know, if she was a man, you would say my fellow engineer colleague because you respect a man academically, but you don't respect women academically because you see them as lesser because the patriarchy is internalized inside your mind.
Think about this. Engineer. Engin-ear. Cheer.
What are you trying to say?
Your name
is basically
a
racial slur.
Has a racial slur in it.
It's basically
you
racist
are like the
slur.
railroad
You're
tracks.
racist.
It's just literally talking about the fact that I control the train.
Can you stop the train?
Yeah, just like
Can you stop the
you
train?
control the minority populations in this country through oppressive and harsh laws.
No, I'm literally helping them. I'm bringing them home.
Oh, so they need to go somewhere else. You're relocating them. Yeah.
I'll stop the train if you shut the fuck up.
Deal. Another case solved, Sarkeesian. Let's go.
Awesome. Let's get out of here.
We were just trying to stop the train. We didn't even steal anything. There's no benefit to it. That's just good enough to me.
There were some fascists on that train, I swear.
The fact that they weren't trying to take anything. That's great. That's good. That made it all come together.
CJ tried to get me to stop the train.
Stop the damn trains.
They didn't even take the $1.4 billion of gold.
The $1.4 billion of slave money I got from being racist. I'm glad they didn't find that. Dumbasses. Dumb bitches.
This is why they don't let women become train robbers.
Yeah, nice job robbing our train, dumbass. Alright, let's do some would you rather.
Would you rather go into the past and meet your ancestors, or go into the future and meet your great-great-grandchildren?
Oh, shit.
I think I'd do my grandchildren, the future one, because I want to know about my life in the future, right? Because they might know something that I don't know yet, right? Maybe maybe I'm like a famous relative, like there's one of those relatives, like they know all about their life or something, right? And then then I could learn something about my own life, and knowing that I was actually able to have kids would also be kind of comforting. I mean, if I had any cool ancestors, then that'd be nice, but I mean, I'm just some kind of Irish, Danish mutt.
Yeah.
So I don't really have anything cool going on.
Just some folks coming over from Ireland because of the potato famine, whatever. I think, I'd rather see the future because it's like, we can at least kind of understand the past. Like, it's hard to really, visualize what the past really looked like, it's because it's impossible because we weren't there. But the future, we really have no idea what it's going to be like. We can barely even predict 4 years from now, So great grandchildren, a whole 80 years or whatever, would be really interesting to look at, I think.
Yeah. I mean, as cool as seeing the future would be, I just don't think that would even be possible theoretically having a time machine, you know what I mean? Because the future has not happened.
It's a would you rather, bro.
But I'm going to bring science into this
Don't
bullshit.
do that.
I would probably just go back in the past. I want to see where it came from. I want to see what led me to my creation.
They'd be like, if you go to the past, it could just be like, man, you're an ugly SOB. Pitchfork.
And you know what's going to happen if I go in the future?
Great-great-great-great-grandpa, you're an ugly SOB.
And they shoot
No, but they
laser ray at me.
respect your elders.
No, they don't give a
Now
shit
to
in
the
the
future,
future.
you think we respect our elders? It's going to get even worse than that.
They're gonna have literally the ray gun from Call of Duty, man, and they're gonna just blast my ass.
All right, this one's kind of a classic. Would you rather be Batman or Superman?
I'd rather be the Flash, so if I could flash people, they wouldn't even see it because I'm so fast.
But you come in 2 seconds when you're.
Oh fuck! That's okay. That's already what I'm doing. Basically,
it's kind of hard to say. It's like having powers would be really cool, but having several $1 billion would also be really cool. Well, but I guess.
Yeah.
But if I was Batman, I'd have to take on Batman's enemy. So I'd be trying to spend my $1 billion, and the Joker would show up and murder my family.
Yeah.
So
if you're Superman, then a rock puts you into.
Well, I have to avoid the kryptonite.
Yeah, that's easy. Superman's avoided it most of the time.
It's just bad writing that
pops
keeps
up.
him down.
It just pops up. Just oh my god, it's kryptonite, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean,
It's over.
well, I mean, that's I just try to, I work on avoiding that shit.
If I was Batman, I could do some stuff that's cool, but if I was Superman, I could just go to Jeff Bezos and fling him into the sun, and then it's that fixes a little bit of problems.
I think if I could be Batman without being Batman, if I could just be Bruce Wayne, I think I would take Batman. As soon as I become Bruce Wayne, I just go, it's time to give up the cowl.
But I don't know if your villains will let you go though.
They don't know that I'm Bruce Wayne in this.
I guess it
rather?
just depends.
Okay, would you rather be Batman with a really big dick or Superman with a tiny dick?
Batman. It's still Batman.
Yeah, I guess I'd have to go with Batman on that.
Okay, what about the opposite? Would you rather have Superman with a big old dick or Batman with a little dick?
one. Superman.
Batman,
Oh, okay.
because I have so much money that it doesn't matter. I can just get plastic surgery.
But plastic surgery dicks are gross. They're always bad.
But if he has
You don't know that.
I've never seen a good.
if he has
fake dick.
$1 billion though, he can probably get like a pretty damn good one.
And I can butcher it until it looks good.
Ew. Butcher it. That's gross.
Would you rather, this one is I think will be pertinent for our group. Would you rather be 4'5" or 7'7"?
10'7".
4'5", so my GF is really even taller to me.
I
femdom.
gotta give it to Kevin on that one. Gotta give it to
Oh
Kevin.
my
on
God,
that
there's
one.
some femdoms here.
No, I didn't say anything
it's
about
not
that.
different.
I didn't say anything about that. I'm just
I
like,
want to be. I don't.
yeah, I respect her right. You know, it's
No
cool.
one will
I
ever
like
try
it.
to fight me because I'm 7'7".
But it's like. But I think people
Dude,
would
I could
actually.
literally sneak into like little buildings and shit.
But
Like,
people
I'm
would think people would be actually just be like scared of you.
And I can pick you up, and you're literally like, I hold you up, and my arms.
But dude, you would die
match
like
my
20 years
height.
earlier than me.
And that's fine
You'd
if
have
I can
heart
end your
problems.
life 50 years before your life expectancy by bringing you
Well,
up.
I'm a little dude. I probably have a knife. You try to, I fucking stab you a
What are you
million
gonna do?
times.
Your arms are like.
I'm gonna climb you like
toothpicks.
the shadow of the Colossus. It's gonna be chung, 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 like
You're a T-Rex at that point.
like a fucking Dark Souls boss. I'm just gonna like climb up you and cup your head off.
You're gonna be like Scrappy Doo, just let me at him, as I like have you by the scruff of your neck and just holding you up at like the second floor of a building.
I'm David. You're Goliath, bitch. One stone in your dumbass head.
And that's a
cracks your
Bible
heart.
story. Of course, they want the underdog to win. You're not gonna win.
That's true.
How can you win against a gun? I have a gun. I'm gonna kill you.
I have
wouldn't-
bulletproof skin in this case.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. It's,
Well, I have
it's
a
in the
gun.
fine print.
I have a gun against bulletproof skin.
And I have bulletproof skin against your bulletproof.
I have a
fucking
laser
gun.
My gun is Superman. It turns me into Superman, and I'm also 8 feet now. And I'm also fucking your ass, and I'm also throwing
Oh
you
yeah,
into
well
the
my
sun.
skin turns me into Batman, which has a tiny. Wait a second.
And that was the sneak peek of JoJo Part 6, folks. Tune in next time. I think I have one last one here. One last one here.
Okay, one last.
Okay.
Would you rather be extremely intelligent or extremely beautiful? And I guess maybe we should set some kind of parameters here. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
intelligence, we're talking like Stephen Hawking levels of brilliance.
But am I?
But
Stephen
without the
Hawking in
wheelchair.
end?
No,
Like,
we're talking about the level of intellect.
Okay.
That or like for beauty, be like freaking something like Ryan Gosling.
Okay, so is it like an inverse relationship where the more intelligent
No,
you are,
if
the
you-
uglier you are? And
No,
vice versa?
no. If you choose intelligence, you have the intelligence, but you look exactly like you do right now.
Oh, I'll take the indulgence.
But if you choose the beauty, your looks change, but you're exactly as intelligent as you are now.
It doesn't benefit me either way.
I mean, I would easily
Fucking
easily
dickhead.
choose the attractiveness because I mean I have like around average intelligence, maybe slightly higher than average, but it doesn't benefit me. It's not smart enough to actually make a difference. Just smart enough to know how much my life sucks. So it's like I might as well be hot. People respect hot people. The scientists. It's like. Scientists, it's still a cutthroat world. You have to publish your papers and all that stuff, right? But beautiful, it's just the door's open for you,
Yeah.
I become an underwear model. I get paid $200,000 a week by posing for Calvin Klein. That's literally standing still, being paid to stand still in front of a camera just because of how hot you are.
I do that now as a porn star.
What if I chose increasing my personality?
Welcome to on Tumblr.
Yeah. Actually, I don't care about intelligence or attractiveness. Fuck you.
Hello, it's Satan once again. With my mentally disabled demon of hell. Here to, once again, wish you a beautiful day, or night, or fire. And continue listening to Shitposting Hell. Now on Spotify. Good night.
Hi, I'm Evan from Shitposting